last year my carry was around like 228. This year is about 250. Out here, I think it's a huge advantage. So.
Absolutely. Good first drive.
Thank you.
Off of 10.
Yeah.
And I have to say, as I was watching you hit, I noticed that you really use the ground a lot for power.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere that came from? I see a little bit of a jump in your swing.
Yeah.
Is that something from like a past sport that you played, or has that always been
it has always
part of your
been
golf
in
swing?
me?
Yeah,
it has always been in me, the jump. But this year especially, I've got stronger, and with my coach, with Horacio Morales, I started working with him. He's Gabi Lopez coach.
Yeah.
I started working with him in the Arkansas event last year.
Okay.
And he didn't want to mess up a lot with my swing, but in the off season, he just teach me how to use the ground better, but also how to jump in the right time, because jumping is actually like a superpower.
Totally.
Like Justin Thomas has it, Lexi has it, a lot of players has it. Like, not necessarily you have to be shorter, but that's a way I can create power. So he has just teach me how to jump in the right time. So I've actually kind of like put it a lot in my woods, in my driver, and it's more about the tempo and just how to jump in the right time. So
yeah, and deliver it at impact, right? You want it, you don't want it too early, you don't want it too late, because you miss out on that power. How did you guys figure out, or I guess how was he working with you on that jumping and like learning to use the ground for power? What did you guys talk about?
So he's very into the like camera, sensor, force plates. We kind of like, he loves measuring things first. Like, he's not a coach that likes to guess and be like, well, I think you're never gonna hear him say I think. He's always gonna be accurate in what he says. So we like measuring everything first. And then, so he's like, okay, how much you weigh? We want to increase your body weight. Your legs need to be stronger. Your core needs to be stronger. So like, it's like positioning, like the basic stuff. But then once he measures me, he's like, okay, like you're using the ground good, but then as soon as you're going down, you're losing a lot of distance, because the right leg is kind of going kind of like that
short
way.
Forward.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Your knee going forward. Yes.
Exactly. So instead of going left, so I'm very visual when it comes to seeing things. So when he explained to me what I was doing, I was like, okay, now it makes sense. So we took a lot of reps, and then we measured that. And I think last year, before I was with him, my carry was around like 228, and this year is about 250. So we've increased a lot of power in there.
Yeah, 30 yards is a huge gain.
Yeah, especially out here, I think it's a huge advantage. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, how is it having your sister as a caddy?
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah.
Honestly, like last year I think one of the most important things and difficult things out here in the LPGA or Epson Tour is just finding a good caddy. Someone that you can rely, you can trust. And my sister, I think she's the most straightforward person I've ever met. Like, not to be biased because she's my sister, but she's gonna tell me things how they are, and she's like, hey, like you told me, like, sometimes I could shoot like 2 under par, and I'm like, dude, I feel like I could go lower. And she's like, come on, like 2 under is good. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. Or sometimes like I miss a lot of putts, and she's like, okay, I go to the range, and she's like, what are you doing? Like, we should go to the putting green. So like, she's very honest, and it's been a blast, because at the end of the day, like, we go out of the golf course, and she's like, I'm your bigger sister, and I'm the little sister, and like, shut up, and you do whatever I want you to do. So it's fun for sure.
Yeah. Sister, the older sister knows best, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then you've got your, I saw you show Jake, you've got the the ball marker of your French Bulldog. What is your dog's name?
Mamba.
Mamba.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
Is that for Kobe Bryant, or?
No, I wish I could say that, because that sounds cooler, but it's not really.
I had to ask, you know.
Yeah.
How do you decide where you're going to hit your putts from when you're just practicing on the green?
Let's say a bad wedge shot will be like 12 feet or something. So I will go around 12 feet and just go to different pin positions that I might think that they're going to put them on.
Okay.
If I go to a longer par 4, let's say, or like a reachable par 5, then I will go around the greens. Let's say in that short one that I was chipping, I did because maybe it spins down and like you can go.
And that green was very undulating. It seemed like it could kick a ball into the bunkers or short very easily.
And then I practice that right bunker because my miss is a block sometimes. So I will be like maybe to a right pin, it just blocks a little bit. So I just try to like feel the sand there, and if it's like the green is receptive and stuff. Again, the course in the morning and afternoon changes a lot. So you have to be able to like differentiate like how the green is gonna be receptive or not. So that's really interesting. So you use like those data points and like understanding what your misses are, and and even understanding how you're likely going to play based on like what your stats are. For sure.
To select where you're gonna like practice chipping from. That's
for sure.
Really cool.
Yeah, and then I like to practice my short game a lot. So sometimes maybe if I'm waiting on the group that it's on the tee, I'm just gonna go around and chip a little bit. It helps me to practice and just feel the ground too. So
totally.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when you're on like a sloping fairway like this, I know that you guys have probably maybe walked the course once or twice before. How do you select your like targets off the tee? Because you don't know how the ball is necessarily going to react, so it's kind of a toss-up. But
so they do a really good job with the yardage books, and so this one it says like it's pretty flat on the right, but then it says on the right there's like sloping left to right. So of course if you hit something a little bit more towards the left, it's gonna kick right. So I think you should favor that left side so you can have a flat lie on the right. So it all depends. Usually you can see it from there, but the yardage book does a really good job to kind of give you a map of how the fairway is, the rough is, the tendency of the greens, and then kind of like play it in your favor.
And then do you play draw or fade off the tee?
So I've always been a draw player, but because my swing is more like kind of like standard now, like I hit it pretty straight. But towards a baby fade, I will say, but with my driver, I will say draw.
So is that harder on like a hole like this where it's, you know, kicking, you know, left to right? It's gonna maybe exaggerate that fade a little more?
I will say like if I have left to right wind, I would like it to see it like kind of fading a little bit. But I have no problem drawing it because that's always been like my to-go shot.
You can really control the driver.
And I'm very visual, so like if I see a target, there's holes that I just step in and I'm like, oh, I'm going to that little leaf or tree or something, and I just go hit it.
What are your cues that you think about when you want to draw the ball with the driver?
My cues are just kind of like, don't let the backswing go a little bit outside. So kind of staying, like starting with my left shoulder. And then when I'm coming back to just like kind of wait for it and don't try to like go towards against my toes, So just waiting there and just trying to like the club to come from inside and just let it do the work.
Very nice. What do you do to work on carry distances?
I do combines. So like before I met my coach, like I used to be a really kind of 50-50 like on trail distance, but then I learned that from 120 yards kind of down, you have to be a beast out there, like on tour.
So
like,
lots of wedge combines then.
So much. So I will do like clock system work. So I will do like 9-9 and then like 9 to 10 and stuff. And that's so accurate because when you come to like small greens or you have to be very, very consistent, and that helps a lot. So I do my wedge combines pretty much, I think, in tournament weeks 3 to 4 times a week.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's pretty demanding because it could be, I can do them, there's a day that I feel it and I just do it very fast. There's days that can take me almost to an hour. So it's like, it goes to 65 all the way to 130. So,
wow.
And my coach sets it up that if it's not, you kind of have a circle, and if it's I think further than 5 feet, it's not gonna take it. It's so hard.
That's very demanding.
Yeah, it's so hard, and so you have to like be able to like kind of take a breather once in a while, because otherwise you're gonna be there and frustrated, and we don't want that. So TrackMan has helped me a lot, and then the rest, I just do combine for the rest of my irons.
Yeah. So for amateurs at home, I would imagine that wedges are probably the area they could stand to work on the most.
Yes.
So if they want to do a combine themselves, maybe they don't have the same amount of time. What do you think would be the most important distances for them to really work on?
I always said, like, you see amateur just going in the range and just hitting. But I always say go on the course like when you're alone. Have some like cones, something that it can tell you, and just measure. Like I always say, like between 60 to 100.
Yeah.
That's the most important distances, and just set up cones or something that can like help your eye. Right. Kind of for you to be able to see, because sometimes it's like you ask an amateur like it's 65 yards and they're like, oh, so like 80. I'm like, no, 65, and you want to land at 63. Like that's how like you have to be
especially on a green as small as this.
Yes, but I will recommend for sure the clock system is really accurate, because you don't, all you have to do is a tempo swing and then you're good.
Totally.
Tiene IF. Oops, someone forgot something. Go.
So the clock system that Isabella is talking about is essentially, you want to think about your swing like you've got a clock going around. So she says that she likes to do 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock, so that's like half swing, right? And this is something that we've actually seen Dustin Johnson talk about. He talked about it in a warming up episode with Dylan, and I think he says that he does half swings and like tracks the number and makes sure that the wedge yardage is correct, but then he also goes to 3/4, and then he goes to like a full swing, where with Isabella's clocks system that she uses, it's actually probably even more accurate and more you're getting more detailed with it. So you're going 9 o'clock, you can go 9 o'clock to a 10 o'clock finish, or a 10 o'clock to like a low finish. So you can really, really hone in your distances and understand how the ball's going to react to different swings that you're going to make.
Son greens chiquitos aquí.
Oh, beautiful. And now when we talk about equipment, I did see your putter. What kind of putter was that?
This one is the RLD. They just released it like not too long ago, and it's a center shaft.
Yeah, it looks like one of their newer releases.
Yeah.
How are you liking that on the greens?
I'm liking it a lot. I think the thing I like the most is the speed. I'm usually, that's one of my strengths, reading greens and stuff, but this one with the speed has been really good. So it reacts pretty good, and I think under pressure, which is an extra factor in tournaments, like it reacts really good too. Yeah, because with my other putters, my tendency was to be like short always. But this one, like I can see the ball getting there, so it's a positive thing.
Now I saw that you have the tattoo that says courage on the inside of your wrist. Where did that come from?
I had a pretty tough kind of timeline on college. I played really good, but like personal things and just like emotional wise, I wasn't super strong. And so for me, and then I got surgery like 6 years ago, and from being like top 25 amateur in the world, like I saw rankings dropping every single week, and not being able to do anything physical, like really got me almost into a point of depression. So for me, like having that courage, that strength, that fire inside of me to like work mentally in that time that I couldn't do anything physical, really like helped me to like step out and mature as a person, and just like really helped me to set my goals a little bit more intentional, a little bit more specific. And that's why, like my mom, I got this one in college. My mom was like, is that like a sign of rebellion? And I'm like, no, it's not. And so I got this one, and it just helped me, like every time. All of my tattoos like have a meaning, so whenever I'm about to swing the club, I can see the 3 of them. So it reminds me if I'm about to get frustrated or something, like there's a bigger thing than just playing golf. So like it just helps me to stay humble, to stay my feet on the ground, and just keep going. So
I love that. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Very good read.
But see, that one you have a tap in, so that's you want that stress-free.
And you left it on the high side, right? You don't want to have it shoot out this way too much.
Because what people don't know, when you have a lot of break and you're missing on the low side, it's actually going to take a lot of speed. So you always want to. I usually tend to overread putts, but it's always going to be a tap in after that.
That's really interesting. I probably knew it somewhere deep in my subconscious, but you saying that really brings like a light bulb moment about when you miss it low side, it's going to take more speed. It's going to add more speed to
especially in the longer putts. And if you play firmer greens, faster greens, like if you miss it always in the low side, it's always going to grab more speed and go.
And that's going to give you a much longer putt coming back, which you don't want.
We don't want that. We don't want that.